Noticing they are on yet another observation deck, this one much smaller and overlooking the forbidding arena below, Tulok tried to determine what the mass of bone and sinew on the arena floor was, but to no avail. The centipede creature appeared to have been holding a sort of research book. Tying the creature up and waking it for more information, the heroes found it pushed into their minds, fogging their faculties. And Lady Gilda relieved it of consciousness once more. For the moment, it remained restrained, but alive. Investigating through a door nearby, the heroes discovered a room with an incredible stench that pervaded throughout. In this room stood 4 doors, operated by a lever mechanism to open them all at once. Tampering with the mechanism and checking the doors, the heroes discovered a creature called a ghast trapped behind each, and they worked together to carefully dispatch them all with precision. Venturing further, the heroes came across a curtained room filled with steam, and standing within was a muscular creature calling himself Mershen and suddenly casting threats to make them hurt.
So I saw this fella today, and he was coughing his brains out.
Oh boy.
Because of the classic choking on your own saliva kind of scenario, you know, when you kind of like just somehow accidentally do that to yourself, or when you take a sip of something, or just randomly. And it got me thinking of just how incapacitating that can be, you know? And like, you know, it made me think of like when you get the wind knocked out of you, and or when you have sleep paralysis, like just the incapacitation of those really small things. And I was just curious if you guys had any other examples or thoughts on that. Like what's an everyday thing that just takes you out of real life for a minute or two?
Those awful moments that teach you just how fragile you are on the run of your day. Yeah. I mean, sleep paralysis is really bad for me. I haven't had it in a while, but every now and then it's just like, I haven't seen some kind of scary demon, but that feeling of not being able to like turn over in your sleep.
Yeah.
When you feel like you're not like comfortable or breathing properly.
It's been a long time since I had it myself, but it's always like this lurking fear when I'm awake. I'm like, oh God, what if it happens tonight? It's awful.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I've never had it happen to me, but I am a known sleepwalker, or like active in my sleep doing weird shit.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, very much the opposite then. Okay.
Yeah. Like,
I mean,
just as an example, we have a shelf beside our bed, and I have like gotten up in the night thinking there was going to be an earthquake, and half asleep pulled all of the things off the shelf and put them on the floor, and then got back into bed. Or like, I'll just be looking around. It's pretty wild.
That's awesome. Yeah. My sister was a sleepwalker too. She one time we lived upstairs from my grandmother in this big house growing up in, and my mom heard banging on the front door, like really, really loud. My sister was probably like 14 or 15 at the time. And my mom had to like woke her up. She had to walk down the hall, like wasn't sure what was going on, walk downstairs, and my sister was outside with the door locked. trying to get in. And Mom was like, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm trying to wake up Nana, who was very sick at the time. She's like, well, why are you out there? She's like, I was just trying to wake up Nana so I could get in. And like, she was totally sleepwalking. She walked out of the house and had come back and was not like conscious at all. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's totally what I'm like. I think I'm doing something, but it's just not at all what's going on.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It's so crazy.
That would scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, Mom was freaked out. So freaked out. Not really sleepwalk related anymore, but like just like those small things. Like I used to have this is not for the faint of heart so much, or at least those who can relate. Used to have really bad ingrown toenails, and like even the slightest bump on your toe, you're out of commission. You're like 5-10 minutes. You're like, I need a break from life right now. It's like it's such unbelievable pain, and you're just like, I literally cannot.
The small things really get you, eh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like a good old paper cut.
Oh man, I've got a tip of the finger paper cut right now. Ugh. So now that we've turned our listeners off entirely,
James, you got anything for this?
I'll be honest. I was putting out a fire and I wasn't listeing, but it's put out. We're
that
we're
explains
good to go.
the fire extinguisher
what
on the camera.
I thought it was a cool new green screen effect.
So what was the question?
Are there any everyday life things that just like incapacitate you? You have to step aside from real life for a sec, such as like get the wind knocked out of you, or like
choking on your own saliva,
or like sleep paralysis. It just like stops you, and it seems so mundane, but it stops you in your tracks.
So I'm sure I've talked about it on the show before, but I'm prone to like higher levels of anxiety when anything leaves my control or I'm no longer able to like directly affect the outcome. That's when things get real bad for me, when I'm taken out of a position of control of a situation. And sometimes that anxiety gets so bad that I can't function, and I'll find myself in an anxiety spiral so deep that I will actually vomit. Like that's how bad it gets sometimes.
How do you reconcile that?
I'll just be in my own
How do you
head.
reconcile that with your love of sports, in which you have no control over?
I don't play the sports. They don't directly affect me.
That's fair. But you want some of them to win, and you're going to feel disappointment if they don't.
Freeman, you'll never understand.
I will never understand sports.
I enjoy sports. I don't live and breathe sports like some other people do.
That's fair.
And that's
Here I thought I had a window into the mystery, but I guess not.
No, you still don't know shit.
No. So so I made a mistake with one of our telecom companies at work the other day, and when I say I made a mistake, I mean I'm taking responsibility for the mistake that they made. Yeah. And it was so bad that we almost lost our phone number for the business.
Jeez.
And every 10 minutes I was throwing up because there's nothing I could do, and it would directly negatively affect people that I respect, like the business owner, the people who work at the business, like because of a decision that I made. And that was crippling for like 4 days. Like that's why last week, particularly, that's just why I wasn't on Discord, is because I was dealing with that for 5 days.
That's a long time to be dealing with some shit like that. That's brutal.
Yeah, it was really bad. But that's about it. Like I didn't mean to take it down to that level, but most things in life I've got a pretty good handle on, and if I don't have a pretty good handle on them, in my brain I have a checklist of things to go down. Like A, is this too big? B, is this, how do I break this down? Like there's a flow chart in my brain of how to deal with situations. So I don't have to actively think about it when they're happening. And I'm in my 30s. I don't get the wind knocked out of me very often. Like a half dozen really times in my life. So I'm not going to use that. No. It's not my thing.
I hear you.
Every fall now is one you might not get back up from.
Yeah. So, but to take it in the other direction, I guess, because I just thought of this. Sometimes I'll hear like jazz, like trumpet-based jazz, that will like I will physically stop what I'm doing because the melody is so beautiful. That'll happen every now and again, or like sometimes I'll hear a bird song that just like, I don't know, whatever, it just activates something in my base brain that just immediately makes me happy, and that will, like, I'll just stop in my tracks and listen to the bird song for a little bit.
That's a way more positive spin on being incapacitated.
Well, if I'm gonna revel in the darkness, I gotta revel in the beauty.
That's
too,
fair.
right?
That's totally fair. Well, speaking of incapacitated,
thing they talk about.
I not only thought of this, but it was today because of that person I saw, but it was sort of fortuitous because I've been meaning to bring this up on air. I brought up off air already with you all, and we made a mistake in some rules. We're coming back from a bit of vacation here from recording, so it might not be fresh in your minds, but we have to remember going forward things that have the incapacitation trait. Oh, what a segue. It's important because we messed up the Jaw fight a bit. Remember how you blinded Jaw? He probably shouldn't have been blinded. Now, I made the mistake because I already knew about this, but I made the mistake of forgetting that incapacitation as a trait is applied to spells and effects. I was in my head for some reason. I thought it was applied to boss enemies, like the boss enemy had the trait rather than the spell. So I didn't think about it at the time. But for the listeners, the incapacitation trait is a balancing thing for like bigger encounters, especially like mainly single target encounters of like powerful things you're fighting. And it basically means that if the enemy's level is more than double the level of the spell or effect, then they get a degree of success higher than usual. So with the Jaw fight, when you cast blind has the incapacitation trait, or blindness, the spell. You cast it at level 3. Jaw was effectively level 7 at that time, which meant he was more than double of 3, which would have been 6, which meant that he would not have failed. He would have succeeded. It would have bumped up 1. Not that I think the outcome of the fight would have been real drastically different, but it involved things like me having to seek to find you, and then you guys all Jaw being flat-footed because he couldn't see you and stuff like that. A lot of that wouldn't have counted. So it's a bit of a bummer, but I'm still happy the way things turned out. It's just something that I'm not going to forget going forward, hopefully.
I'm just happy I snuck one past you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad you owned up to the mistake, and I think it calls for a round of hero points.
Yeah, I'll take 3. Thank you. And I'll apply to any enemy I like.
I have none. You know what it's like drinking behind the bar, Freeman.
Do I? But anyway, speaking of single target encounters, you have this gray-skinned, muscly man who's just threatened to hurt you significantly. And I want to know what you're... Oh, yeah, I suppose Crockett is gray-skinned. Is he muscly? Of course he is.
He's muscly. You can't wield an axe like that. He's not just flailing it around.
Yeah. It's pretty much all muscle.
Yeah. He's just one big muscle. In fact, I think that's what the word Kruka is in Orcish. Muscle.
Brain.
What do you guys do? What do you guys want to do here?
Yeah, that's tough. Because he just asked us if we wanted to gamble, I think.
Well, he said did you come to find what did he say, a game, find some sport. Because you found it and I'm gonna make you hurt. And he's just like flexing his muscles and getting himself ready to like spar or brawl or something. Standing on the other side of this like brazier with like hot coals and steam all in this random sauna room.
I'm very excited for this because it reminds me of one of my favorite movies, Eastern Promises. So we're about to have a Vigo's dick moment.
The dick swinging knuckle duster.
There you go.
You're all about butts today, Scott.
So much so it's my nickname.
I started off air, listeners.
That whole scene was just butts and punching.
Yeah. In fact, the last time I watched that film, I was not sober, and I was sending screenshots to Duncan and Scott, unsolicited, by the way.
of all the
that is the last time I saw Eastern Promises, it was just screenshots of Viggo Mortensen's junk sent by Freeman. At a very inappropriate time, given the difference in the time zones between us.
Like first thing in the morning for you, I'm sure.
Yeah, nothing like some 6 a.m. wiener.
Wakey, eggs and bakey, eh?
It's a good way to start your day, yeah.
Yeah, needless to say, it wasn't a productive day.
I don't know what I did to get off that email chain, but I'm glad.
I had the drunken wherewithal to know to not send you that unsolicited. That's why you weren't on it. I knew that James would be mad at me.
Smart.
Oh God. But Duncan and Scott, they weren't in my cautionary mind.
Yeah, we lapped it right up.
That's fair.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Speaking of fights, let's see how this one goes. So, Tulok will look over Gilda's shoulder towards the creature and says, "You there? How long have you been in here for? Are you waiting for your next fight? Were you a champion in that ring we've seen?"
I am a champion. Not was. I am the champion, awaiting my next opponent. I will strike him down, and I will learn to make him and everyone hurt.
The whole time he's just like flexing his muscles and moving around, just like getting himself ready.
Are you responsible for that pile of corpses there?
What pile of corpses do you mean?
In the ring.
Oh.
You know, the massive pile of corpses.
Oh, the big arena.
Yeah.
No, that strange thing has been there long since before I arrived. I fight in the testing grounds when they permit.
Does, I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this, but no one here speaks Aklo, right? It's like the one language that's semi-common that none of you speak, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we either grab
To comprehend Lang.
Yeah. Well, no, it kind of doesn't matter. It basically, he's got like this floating sigil over his head, but you can't read it. And he just like points at it. He's like,
Isn't it obvious? Isn't it obvious who the champion is?
just assuming that you can read it.
Right, but if you're the champion of the testing ground, doesn't that make you like the best in the B League?
There's only one league here. Nice try. Did you want to go toe-to-toe with me? Or are you going to hide behind that shield? Like a coward?
Not really. I still don't rightly know what you want to fight about.
Or who you are.
I told you, I'm Mershen, and I live to learn to make people hurt.
Okay, what type of creature is this? Can I roll some sort of check on him?
Yep. You can roll me a society or some kind of lore, which I always say and is never.
I think Gilda may be like giggling at him over her shield.
Yeah.
Like, he's just got such
Oh, yeah.
17-year-old
Yeah.
edgelord energy that, and you know, she's seen this 100 times with the boys and in her recruit platoon. She's like, this is ridiculous. You are a ridiculous being.
6 on the die for a 17.
Oof.
Starting hot.
Yeah, you have no idea what this guy is.
So is what we're in now? Is this the training grounds?
Don't be ridiculous. This is where you let your muscles relax and loosen up. Though I would happily take you on here and now.
I'd quite like to avoid it, if possible. I mean, I'm not one for starting fights too much. We're just looking for some directions at this point, honestly. We're looking for Jaffa Key. Do you know where we might be able to find him?
You're just like that Fishari. What a coward. And Jaffaki. I'll soon be under his knife and be even more powerful than you can imagine. I just have to prove myself and await my turn.
Well, we can put in a good word for you. We've been sent down here to find him and speak with him by one of his friends. Perhaps you can point us in the direction where we might find him.
Why would he want anything to do with you if you won't even stand to the challenge of fighting me?
Well, we have been fighting a lot lately, and we kind of have to prioritize.
And then he just looks over. He discovers Kruk on the back. He's like, starts looking over your shoulders.
Oh, who's that back there? Do you want to go toe-to-toe? You look tough. Come on. Nothing like these cowards in front of you. Them and Vishari. Can't stand the idea of a one-on-one.
No, I think we should answer their questions. We really should be getting on.
What does that sigil above your head say?
What, you can't even read Aklo? It simply says Victor.
I thought your name was Mercian.
I knew you were gonna jump on that. I knew it. It took you longer than I expected, but I knew it.
My name is Mercian. Why is that confusing?
Well, Victor's a very common name above where we're from.
But it's not
Perhaps it's a patronymic.
It's not a common title, is it? There are more losers than victors at the end.
I suppose that depends on your definition of the challenge, but we're getting into some minutia that we don't quite have the time for.
Yes, some kind of champion of champions would have many victors.
But I think if you're not going to help us find Jafaki, we better be on our way.
Oh, is that so? Well, I'm not so sure I'm ready to accept your retreat. What do you think of that?
How about we call it a forfeiture or a surrender, and we call it even?
A victory not worth having. You're just like Vishari, except she holds some sway in this place, and you are just plodding along. I suggest you fight me now and get it over with.
And what if you die?
I just want to point out, in case it's not obvious, he's very deliberately named someone like 3 times now.
Yeah. What was that person's name?
Gilda will turn to look to Tulok and Krugga and just kind of shrug.
Is it like a, hey, should we fight him shrug? Or is it like a, should we get out of here shrug?
It's kind of both. What do you want to do? Like, at this point, she's starting to think it's a good idea to knock this guy's lights out just so he doesn't flank us at some point.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. He might come after us.
It would be nice to not get punched in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Tulok, caring not for knocking him out and rather killing him, nods away.
With murderous intent.
All right. Gilda will step into the room. All right, Misha. How's this work then? Do we just attack and you try and stay on your feet, or what's the game here? You've clearly got a foregone set of rules that you adhere to. Otherwise, you'd just be the victor of a brawl, and that's not our real title.
There's only one rule. You get to hurt. The question is, do you hurt facing me one-on-one? Or do you gang up on me and let me hurt you all together?
Oh, we'll gang up.
We are now, and always have been, a team.
Roll for initiative. All right, let's get some initiative. Lady Gilda, what do you got?
24.
Okay, that's not too bad. Krukka?
25.
Show off. Tulok?
21.
Okay. All right, we begin combat with Mercian at the top of the order. And the first thing he does is just shift his stance into this sort of obscure, like, martial arts looking sort of thing. And he like, cracks all of his knuckles just by squeezing the muscles in his hands. And he just, like, forms these claws with his hands. And he then steps around the brazier, right up to Lady Gilda, not wasting any time, and he is going to flurry of blows her with his red claw attack. And let's see here.
Is this tiger style?
It's not. It is actually something unique, spoiler alert, but...
Okay, cool.
Multiple attack penalty counts as normal, but is going to come in with the attack applying... both attacks possibly applying against resistances here. The first hit is a 35 to hit.
35's a hit.
And the second one is a 30 to hit.
30 is a meat to beat.
Okay, and you are going to take 35 points of slashing damage.
Oh, balls.
Okay, she will shield block the first attack, if that's possible, or is it shield block the whole thing?
You can shield block either of them. It's that the combined damage will overcome... Because you have slashing resistance from your armor specialization, so it's going to overcome that as a group instead of separate attacks.
Okay, so 35 minus 3 with the slashing resistance, right? Is it slashing damage? Okay, so
slashing
at
damage,
32.
yes. Yeah.
Okay, so she'll shield block that.
And you can shield
can you
block
throw
from there. And how much are you reducing for damage these days?
8.
8, okay. All right, just saunters up and wham wham, like real efficient, like slashing attacks with his bare hands. Probably rocks your world for a quick sec. And that's going to bring us to Krucka in the back.
First action, flying into a rage. He does not like this guy. Wants the claws himself.
Okay.
Second action, I guess sudden charge his way in. Hope he doesn't have any tricksiness.
Okay. Sudden charge in.
I guess I couldn't really get over the brazier in the middle of the...
Not with your sudden charge, because you're looking at putting in a long jump there.
Yeah, and I'd have to tumble through to get around him. So.
No, you can get around him at an angle here like that, but you are risking attack opportunity if he has it. You just don't know.
Well, we're about to find out. He's gonna try to get into flanking.
Cool. And you can do so without any attacks. So.
Hey, that's good. We're learning. So Krucka will fly into a rage. He will attempt to get into this room here and try to flank with a sudden charge.
Okay.
So
you can move how far with a sudden charge? Like it's like two strides, right?
2 strides.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you should have plenty of room.
And skirting around the hot coals, making it extra moody in here.
Yeah, and he does not seem to attack you with a reaction.
Okay. Swinging with the butchering axe, a 30 to hit.
30 hits.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Nice.
First hit, here we go.
30 damage.
Oh, man,
22 slashing, 8 of which are fire.
Okay. 30 damage. Hits the guy. Okay, that's your turn.
Yep. Oh,
Cool.
suck it, burn.
Oh, yeah. Free action. Suck it, bar. And then next in the order is Lady Gilda.
Okay, Gilda, with her first action, is going to throw that shield up because that seems to be the best possible option, because that was a little bit more damage than I expected for somebody just punching.
Yep. Not pumping, punch, clawing you with their bare hands.
Oh, he's clawing. Okay, so
Yeah.
he's I guess like shifter-esque of the monk, right? Because they lost their shifter class in 2E, kind of got folded into the druid.
So I mean, he's gone into a stance is the thing. Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it changes the unarmed attack to a different die size and different damage type.
Oh, neat. Okay. So after she brings her shield up, she'll retaliate. She'll throw one of them bows. That is a 30 to hit.
That hits.
That is 13 points of bludgeoning and 1 point of radiant if they're undead.
Not undead. And what else you got?
With her map -4, she will throw up a trip. She's going to throw a trip.
Okay. This gives my reflex DC.
Yeah. That will be a 23.
No dice. Leg just comes up like he sees it coming. No big deal.
Cocky bastard.
That's you, Tulak, in the back. What do you got?
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Would a large creature fit in this room?
Yes.
Due to its spherical shape without standing on the brazier in the middle?
It's looking pretty tight is the thing, so...
Copy that. But if it's in that position like Krucka just was there, it would be good.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
What am I pulling out of Tulak's murder box this time?
Tulak staring into the room. Eye goes white as he mutters an incantation, and rising up from underneath this brazier is a skeletal giant.
Holy shit.
That one there, like that?
That is exactly it.
I love the idea of this massive thing like crawling out from underneath the bench that just like surrounds the room. You're like, it's impossibly large. You're like,
how do we not notice that?
What pocket dimension did that thing crawl out of?
You just weren't looking hard enough.
It's like one of the drains in the floor. It just kind of like squeezes out awkwardly.
All right, and he is going to strike out with his glaive.
Okie dokie.
Just so you know, in case you ask, has reach 15 feet, I might add.
15 feet of reach?
Yeah, bitch. But unfortunately, that was a 4 on the die. For a 16.
No.
That's okay. He lashes out again with his horns. No, he doesn't have reach on the horns. He'll go again with the glaive. Oh, bitch. That was a 3 on the die for a 10. So a swing and a miss and a swing and a miss. But he looks cool.
Yeah, 50 foot of reach. Probably 10 feet because the creature's large, but another 5 feet because of the glaive has reach itself.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's the glaive, yeah.
It's a massive combo. Tulak so far, cool but inefficient. Top of round 2.
That's what I do, baby.
Always the coolest stuff. Never really the killing blow. Unless it's out of combat and you're like, slit throat.
Yeah, I was going to say, Tulak kills a lot of creatures. They just happen to be the ones that Gilda knocked the fuck out.
That's right.
Okay, it is
Everyone's got their niche,
Mershen's
guys.
turn. Who is going to... Oh, what am I going to do here? What am I going to do? I think Mershen is going to attempt... Let's go with a mimicking of Lady Gilda and is going to attempt a trip. Yeah, I think right back at Lady Gilda. Let's go for a trip.
Uh-oh.
Athletics versus your reflex go. That's a 32.
That is a big old crit.
Oh, no. It's a crit? Really?
Oh, yeah. Like, huge. My reflex is only 10.
Okay. So, critical success means you fall prone and take 1d6 bludgeoning damage, which I rolled a 6 on. So, max damage for that. And then he is going to gleefully flurry of blows you again with his red claw attack, which is... well, the first one's a natural 20.
Oh, boy.
And the second one is a 27 against flat-footed AC.
No,
Prone
just the
AC.
first one. Just the crit.
Just the crit, okay.
Yeah, her shield's still up, so her AC's still 28, even flat-footed and prone.
Okay. Amazing. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go with... That's going to be... Sorry, I got to add some precision damage to this. 46
Cool.
points of damage.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
She will block.
Okay.
Is that all slashing?
It is 36 of it is slashing. And then I rolled a 5 on my precision, which is also doubled. So it's a 10 on precision damage. Which I think effectively counts as slashing as well, actually. It doubles up on the same damage it's inflicting. And then he is going to... He's going to step. He's going to step to the north and get out of the flanking position.
Well,
Kruk is going to follow him with no escape.
Okay, reaction, no escape. Very good. Still not flanked, though.
Are you sure that skeletal giant is 15 feet of reach?
I guess technically, yeah. I guess that technically flanked, but not with Kruka, I guess. Kruka, your turn.
Okay. Hit with stick. 29.
29 hits.
Nice. That's 33 damage.
Okay.
8 Witcher Fire.
Damn, dog.
That's very good hit.
You fucking just smash, eh?
He's a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another strike with a map -5. Not as good. 16.
Nope.
Does not do it.
No dice.
Third action, I think he will step away.
He's gonna step back. Okay.
No, actually, he's not.
Okay.
He doesn't want to leave Lady Gilda there. That's a bad idea.
Take that away from the record.
That's tricky. How hurt are you, Lady Gilda?
Pretty hurt. She's like on her back, coughing up blood. I'm at 34
Okay.
and 99.
Yeah, she's
Third
just
action.
30
Big
points.
old hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, and her shield's busted.
Third action, Ring of the Ram. DC 22 Fortitude
Oh
save,
God.
please.
Fucking love this.
Wait, have we used that already
Oh,
today? Is it once a day?
It's like once every 10 minutes. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I can't believe it.
Once per minute, actually.
Once per minute. Oh my God. It's,
By the way,
okay.
thanks for that, Freeman.
Fortitude save?
Yeah.
29.
Okay, so that's a normal failure. I'm not sure how this works, because normally you'd be pushed back 5 feet, but at a failure you'd be pushed back half. I don't know if it pushes you back.
Okay, sorry. What's the DC? Oh, it's a 22. So I go roll 29. So it's a success, not a failure.
Or sorry, yeah, so with the success you get pushed half the distance.
Okay, so take half damage. How much damage is it?
6 force.
6 force. Okay, and I'm gonna say it doesn't move.
Yeah, that tracks.
It's usually half rounded down, so I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
Down means no, in this case.
Yeah, I wish I had thought of the Ring of the Ram before I had smacked him. Wasted that attack.
Too late now. Let's
All
go, Lady Gilda. What do you got on your back? In massive pain.
She'll throw a punch, I think. So she's just gonna aim for the side of his knee.
Okay. Oh.
That's a 29 to hit.
That hits. You haven't missed him yet, other than the giant.
Flat-footed, right? That's not a crit, I'm guessing.
It is not. No.
That is 9 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
Second, she is going to attempt a grapple. This will be athletics versus your fortitude.
Athletics versus my fortitude. Okay.
Yeah, fortitude DC. That's a 31.
That's a success.
Okay. He is grabbed until I move or they go to make him an escape. So
Okay.
she just arm bars this guy from the ground. And third action, she will lay on hands with her free hand.
Amazing.
To give herself 24 back.
Fighting from the ground. He's probably he's actually ha ha! He's impressed. He's just yeah, make me hurt, and I will make you hurt twice as much.
Did you guys ever see Blade 2?
Oh yeah, the best of the blades.
Yeah, so there's this scene where Jared Novak comes in and he choke slams a dude, and then he just immediately punches him in the throat, and that's all I can picture with this scene with Gilda, and then Gilda just throwing up a leg lock on his arm as he goes to pull away.
Anyway, it's Tulok's turn. Let's let him have a turn, shall we?
Yep. Tulok is going to reach down to Lady Gilda and touch her with the healer's gloves
All right.
for 13 points of healing. And also would like to try to lift her up.
Oh,
Yeah, emotionally.
That's right.
you wanna pick her up from prone?
Yeah.
What you're saying?
Hey Gilda, how you doing?
So this is a tough one because we can kind of do what's called reposition. Let me just double check.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, I think reposition might be a particular specialty. So I think the thing. that's gonna... Oh, man, I love the idea, but I don't think you're gonna have the strength to lift her. She's bulky and filled with, like... She's covered in plate armor.
Yeah, looking at my character sheet, it's like Arcana plus 11, Acrobatics plus 13, Deception plus 13, Athletics 0. So you know,
right? Yeah, I think it's
one of those characters.
The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.
And it's worth noting too that Lady Gilda's got a particular grapple right now, so you can like. If Gilda moves from her position in any way, which is like implies a move action, you could accidentally circumvent that grapple and make it
okay,
useless.
So fair enough. Tulok instead is going to use that action to cast guidance on Krucka.
That's a good call.
And then third action will sustain.
Okay.
And then the skeletal giant will strike out with that fucking badass glaive. 25 to hit.
Nope.
In flanking?
Nope.
Bitch.
You guys are pretty much spot on with attacks so far, except for there.
And a miss on the second attack too.
Okay.
Damn it.
Brutal. At least you're keeping the guy flanked. This is all we can say.
Sure, there's that.
Top of round 3. I think Mershen is going to attempt to escape the grapple. To start. Yeah, let's go with an escape action. Which is gonna be... He's gonna use his unarmed attack for this. Versus... I think it's Lady Gilda's Fortitude.
DC 21.
DC 21. Okay, I got a 31.
Okay. That is a success.
That's a critical success, in fact. Which means...
So you can stride up to 5 feet.
Which he will do.
And he won't escape?
Okay. Gilda will take her AOO.
Okay. AOO from the ground.
Oh, no.
Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, she has an AOO. Yeah. Sorry, I keep... When reactions refresh in my mind... is on my turn, but I shield blocked on his turn, so I now have a reaction.
Right,
from it
yeah.
refreshing on my
Yeah, 100%.
That's why I was doing the mental math there, yeah. That is a 33 to hit.
That's a hit, yep.
He would have been flanked at the time.
Yep. Still not a crit.
18 points of bludgeoning.
Okay. Oh, that's the blow to the knee that you were going for. Ugh,
yeah.
Brutal.
That's max damage right there.
Yeah.
And Krucka no escape follows.
And Krucka no escape follows with his reaction. Okay. And then Mershen is now going to... let me just double check. I'm pretty sure escape is an attack trait. Yes, it is. So multiple attack penalty going on here. Is going to... let's see. Krucka, what's your reflex DC?
22.
Really? Okay, he like
don't
starts
make
to
that
run
face.
away. Lady Gilda knocks him in the knee. He's like, "Oh God!" And then all of a sudden, Krucka's up on him, and he just flips around, sweeps a leg, and knocks you prone with a 23,
yes.
Just barely. And I was gonna flurry of blows Krucka on the ground and see what happens.
Kind of deserve that. All right.
Let's make sure Krucka's prone. There we go. So you're flat-footed. This is not a great move on my end, but
I mean, him being flat-footed turns that -8 into a -6, so it's not that bad mechanically.
Yeah, but I'm going -10 here for 2 in a row, so it's not. Yeah, no, it's gonna be a miss. Yeah.
Because he flurry of blows.
Flurry of blows. 20 and 19, so knocks you down, but it's just like like not really holding his own on that one. Krucka, you're prone. It's your turn. What do you get?
I guess he will get up because he's not doing much on the ground. And yeah, we're just gonna hit him.
Okay. Get up, swing.
Sorry, before I do that, can I occupy this space?
Yeah. We would call the squares with the bench difficult terrain, but yeah, you can occupy them.
Oh, okay. So first, he's
like
gonna
a perfectly
stride.
round room, so it's kind of awkwardly shaped for the squares, and it's just there's a bench the whole way around.
Okay, that makes this a lot more fun. So he's gonna put him into flanking, Then second action, he's going to apply a Bloodseeker Beak to his axe.
Okay.
And then third action, he's going to strike.
Oh, hold on. That's one to stand, one to move, one to apply.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I don't think you can apply on the fly. I think it takes 10 minutes to apply something like that. I'm pretty sure. So you're better off just swinging. You got to do it like before battle.
Really? Because it has like a combat action activate, or is it just I need that one action to actually?
That's after.
Hey, okay, I misread it. Okay, well, it was a 20 to hit anyways, so
that's a miss.
Suck it, trucka.
Yeah. 21 with that guidance, but that doesn't help.
Yeah. Still hasn't spent the guidance.
It's only one. Guidance only lasts for 1 round in Pathfinder 2e.
Is it really? Are you sure?
I was confident until you said that.
Oh yeah, duration until the start of next turn. Yeah, you're right. My bad.
So we've been fucking that up as well.
Everyone's fucking up guidance.
Yeah.
All the big wigs in the podcast industry.
It's so different from 1E.
Yeah.
All right, Lady Gilda, you're up.
First action will be to stand.
Mm-hmm. Second action is to strategize.
Yeah, sorry, I should be better about this. Second will be a stride and a strike.
Okay, stand, stride, strike.
Yeah, it's 22 to hit, which I'm guessing is a miss, so I'm going to throw my hero point into the ring before you can give me the outcome of the roll.
Okay.
That's a 35 to hit.
That is a hit, yes.
14 points of bludgeoning.
Okay, 14 bludge.
And I'm out of hero points down, so let's do some jokes.
All right, that's your turn. And Tulak, you're up. What can you manage here?
Yeah, Tulak is going to look across the room and gesturing with his arm, whip some of those flaming hot coals right in this guy's face with telekinetic projectile with a shitty 21 to hit.
Nope. He just dodges out of the way.
That sucks. And then he will sustain, and then so the skeletal giant will attack out with its horns, just rearing down and just fucking coming in with the horns.
Yeah.
24 to hit, flanked?
Nope.
Bitch. Can't hit anything today. Ooh, but even with the map -4, 27 to hit.
That just hits flanked. That's a meat to beat.
For 8 points of piercing,
8 piercing
damage.
Okay.
Sucks,
Finally gets a blow in. Okay, that's your turn.
On 2d10 plus 5, I will say. Or no, it's 1d10 plus 5.
1d10,
Never mind. Suck it. I'm not happy.
Next up is Merchant, who was looking pretty rough, to be honest. And he is going to skirt past you, Lady Gilda. So I hope you have that AOO ready.
I do have it ready, but I kind of want to see where he's going first.
Okay.
Is that okay, or rules is written?
He's gonna move from the square he's in now and go at an angle to this square to start. You can see him moving that way.
Yeah. Okay. She'll throw the AOO.
Okay.
And no escape.
It's 35 to hit.
That hits.
Oh.
And 13 points of bludgeoning.
13 points of bludge. He doesn't like that hit, but he's still up, and he is going to attempt to tumble through Tulak as he beelines it through the door. Let's see here. Tumble through. The skill I often forget. I believe it's against your reflex DC. What's your reflex DC there, Tulak?
23?
23. Yep, okay. I rolled a 31. So just beelines it through. Let me just double check my my movement here. Yeah, he beelines it through to the other side of Tulak. Actually continues along. So he just runs along this hallway and just keeps going. He's beelining. He's literally running away from you. Gets to the room with the ghasts, and like you could see him just like turn and like go to hit the switch, and he looks around him. So like Tulak, you probably like watched him go past you, and he looks and he sees all the doors open, all the ghasts are like dead, and he's like, "Oh, that's what that noise was. Shit." But you left the door open, and he beelines it out of this room and heads to the north. Krucka, you're up.
Okay, Krucka had no escape, followed him, so that's he did up to 25 feet, and which put him just past Tulok, so he'll follow another 75 feet, well, as far as he can.
Okay. So you get all the way back up to the room where you fought the Dreshkan and the Sugathi, and he's there, like right at the door that leads to the north, getting ready to open the handle, but he didn't have enough actions to get it going yet.
So that was 45 feet, so that was only 2 actions. And he didn't like that, so he's going to... Yeah, he's just going to swing.
Come on, baby.
31.
31 hits.
Come on, baby.
21 damage. 8 fire.
Describe your kill.
Yes.
So as he's just like scrambling at the door, his basically just his head will have like basically reamed its way into it as the axe just comes between his shoulder blades and practically splits him in half.
You just slash him down between the shoulder blades, and as you do, and just like you pull the axe out, he kind of just stops, like freezes in position, and then just slowly turns around, looks at you, he's like,
Oh, wait. We can parlay.
he just slumps to the floor dead.
Victor always was a dumb name.
Apologies to any fans named Victor.
Hey, Krucka said it, not me.
Should have a warning on the podcast description sort of website. The opinions of our characters are not that of the players of Uncharted North.
Don't necessarily reflect, I think is probably the correct words.
We'll get the legal terms down later. Dead, slumped over. As you can imagine, facing that guy one-on-one probably would have fucked you up. But you are now the victor, as it seems.
Okay. Do you have anything in his pockets?
Is there a rune above his head?
There still is a rune that floats above his head, yes.
Oh, I meant above Krucka's head.
Oh, no, there is not. There is not, no.
Just some Highlander-esque transfer of power.
Krucka's trying to like sneak behind a wall and the rune is just like floating above it.
On his person, yes, Krucka, there are 10 shurikens that he did not use. And
can I use him? Shuriken.
He's also got a +1 striking hand wraps of mighty blows.
Ooh.
Which are pretty sweet. Not only could you remove those runes accordingly, but I think even Krucka could put them to use for unarmed strikes if he needed to. And he also has a medal he's like wearing around his neck that you saw, and it's made of platinum, so it's actually worth 20 gold. It's a bit roughshod, but it's pretty valuable.
I imagine it's akin to like a wrestling belt from WWE in this kind of environment.
So looting Mushan's body there, Lady Gilda, Tulok, Skeletal Giant. What are you guys doing in that room? Anything?
Searching. Secret doors.
Yeah, you can see there's a little pile of treasure on the north side on the bench that seems to be compiled. There's a gold and emerald ring, a ruby encrusted dagger, and a fine mithril bracelet worth 40, 70, and 20 GP respectively. None of them magical. Nice little gold.
Gilda's picking up her shield and limping after Krucka because he's the only one who can do anything about it.
I've broken him. I will unbreak this.
And crafting. Oh, I'm a master craftsman now. Let's see what that did for me. 26. It doesn't feel as glamorous as I expected.
Shit roll.
Well, the DC's 19, so I'll take it.
And I can't remember if we applied this before or not. I honestly don't remember because I don't pay too much attention when you're repairing anymore. But the Crafter's Eyepiece gives you a big boost in repairs, eh?
The Crafter's Eyepiece gives me...
You increase the hit points restored by 15% or 15 per proficiency rank. So you automatically get 40.
What?
You automatically get 40 if you succeed on top of the usual.
Okay.
It's insane.
Okay, so this is a critical success, so it's 10 plus 20 for trained, 30, 40 for master, so it's...
Sorry, 45. 45 for master.
I think it's 50.
You don't get 15 to the roll. You get 15 to the result.
So when you wear the eyepiece, you get a +1 bonus to crafting checks. When you repair an item, increase the hit points restored by 15 per proficiency rank instead of 10. Oh, instead of 10. Oh, normally it would be 10 per with the... okay, it's 5 more than usual per rank. Got it. Sorry. I got a little too excited there.
So that's 45 back, I think, or 55. I can't honestly tell. 10 hit points plus initial 10 points. Yeah, so that's 45 back. I could use another roll if you got one in you.
Wow, you really damaged that shield, eh? Shit.
Yeah, 5 HP left.
Nice. That's what you want.
Oh, it was broken after the last one, eh? Damn.
Yeah.
22, so it's just a regular success.
That's fine. That'll put me back up to max. Regular success is still 25, if I'm understanding this correctly, with the crafter's eyepiece. So that's great. It's full. Thank you, sir.
All right, Tulok, as he walks out of the room with the treasure, he follows the rest of the party, and the skeletal giant collapses to the floor behind him.
Okay. And then you loot its glaive for infinite resale value. Its glaive and half. Summon loot, summon loot, summon loot.
We glitched the system.
I mean, it is worth 4 GP, and the half plate's worth 36 GP.
Yeah.
You guys are okay for HP after that?
I was not touched.
Not a scratch.
Oh, okay. Gilda heals herself back up while Kruka hammers out the dents in her shield. Almost broke my favorite piece of gear. Almost murdered me. It was a real Gilda-centric fight.
That would have been one of the worst deaths that Gilda could have ever had. Just beat to a pulp, not defending anybody, trying to walk away.
Yeah, we could have just left.
It would have been awful. Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
And there was no secret doors in that room from the search, eh? Nothing in there other than the treasure?
No, nothing that you saw, no. So you can head to the door to the north that Mersham was trying to go through, or you can head back the way you had come in, where you saw that transparent wall to that like blood-stained room, and there was another door to the that you walked past as well. A whole bunch of stuff to the north where you saw the other Sugathi through the transparent wall, but didn't seem to quite spot you.
I mean, personally, I like to say go north here.
Yeah. Well, it was either an escape route or he was trying to find some more creatures to kill us.
Well, we still have less than 48 hours to find Jaffa Key, so north is as good of a way as any.
Was that just a long way of saying, I don't give a fuck, let's just go?
Sounded like it to me.
It was a long way of trying to get Freeman to confirm that we have less than 48 hours, but more than 24.
Yes, that is true. I was actually thinking about this before the session. You have to the end of tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like 11:30 in the morning, effectively. So
okay, so we got heaps of time.
Yeah, little less than 48 hours for sure.
Should we do something about this worm?
Oh yeah, the
one that we kept knocking the fuck out.
It's still unconscious in this room. I forgot.
It just saw Kruka. It just saw Kruka kill that guy, and now it's just pretending.
Yeah, it had some ability to fog your mind while it was conscious, so it knocked it the fuck out again.
Well, if Gilda wants to go through that door, it can probably meet a pretty quick, untimely demise.
I know, you'll notice Tulok was standing back.
Yeah, Gilda will listen up at the door.
Yeah, you listen and you hear a little something. It's a bit obscure though, but it seems kind of constant and almost rhythmic.
Wait, hold on, before we go further. I don't know if I made this up, but does this thing have some sort of attachment to the other ones where they would know if he would die? Did we figure that out in some sort of check. I have a weird memory of that.
So you discovered that it had a wand of status, which when it casts, it can like track things or know things, something like that. I can't remember quite how status works. You might be thinking of that.
Right, that's what I'm thinking of. And I have that, so I should just read it.
Yeah. So the status, you cast on a target. As long as you and the target are in the same plane of existence and both alive, you remain aware of the present state. So you don't know if it's been cast on anything or anyone. And it lasts for like a whole day, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, that's it.
Cool. Let's kill the thing.
Okay, so she will explain that she hears like a rhythmic, constant noise. Does it sound mechanical?
What do you mean by mechanical? Like gears or something like that, or
Mechanics.
Like an engine, like think like an iron lung, like
okay, no.
like that rhythmic, that constant, that consistent. Like does it have mechanical precision?
It has some variation.
Okay. Gilda will take the defend action, and if nobody else wants to do anything, she will open the door.
Okay.
Scouting.
She cracks the door and, of course, sees a 5-foot wide staircase that leads up a little bit and another door ahead, about 15 feet. And once you open this door, you can hear that sound much more clear. It's not as muffled. And it strikes you immediately as music.
Ooh, fun.
I wonder if this is like the press box, like this is Belcora's seats.
As Gilda leaves the room, Tulok unsheathes the dagger of venom and stabs this worm as many times as it takes to kill.
Lady Gill is just like in the door, open up. Tulok's just sneaking back. Just, ta, 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 ta. Okay, yeah, you kill it. Dead.
Best mental image.
He wipes the blood off on its filthy, weird body. And
He's
puts it
super
away and
calm until
follows.
he's out of sight, and then just like 15 stabs to the back.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we've cracked it. This is how you have a party with a paladin. You just make sure the paladin is always the first one out of the room.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Ignorance is bliss. You walk around the room like, what happened to that thing? Like, oh, Gilda, they're there. So sweet.
Fell on my knife. Fell on my knife 15 times.
Okay, so after some murder, you guys pile yourselves into this staircase hallway, and Lady Gilda, you get up to the door and you give another listen?
Yep.
Okay, you take your time, give another listen, and then you can hear this music kind of playing, and it seems really close to the door, and then it kind of hits a crescendo and stops, and you hear like a single pair of hands clapping, and then some shuffling around the room, and then a murmur of voices.
Oh boy.
She will look back to Tulok and use their predetermined gesture to find out whether or not he detects any magic.
You detect magic at what range? 30 feet? Is it extended now? Is it bigger than that? No. 30 feet. No, you don't detect any magic at this moment.
Okay. She will then gesture that there are multiple voices.
Mm-hmm.
She's been practicing her sign language.
So she just kind of, are we going in? Like she just kind of gestures, like multiple voices. They're clearly not ready for us. Are we entering? Like, is this how we want to do this?
Tulok nods. And, pulls out the wand of magic missile.
Okay. She'll put her boot into the door.
You're going to boot the door, okay? You boot the door open, and there's like a record scratch, and these murmuring voices stop. And then a whole bunch of heads turn around to look at you. You've basically opened the door to a large room with polished wooden tables, chairs, long wooden bar that marks the chamber as nothing but, it couldn't be anything but a tavern. There's the smell of spilled beer and fried morsels that pervade the room and into your nostrils at the doorway now. And as you peek your head in, you can see an elevated stage to your right in the corner. and you are face to face with several Morlocks and a rather large-looking creature that you've seen before, although this one is in a more feminine form. It is a Drider.
Oh boy!
And it's holding a book, and you can see that the Morlocks straight in front of you are sitting at a table, and they all have cards in their hands. They're playing a game of cards, and everyone just kind of like turns their heads and looks at you with like a quizzical and ready to act expression.
Who's ready for karaoke?
What do you do, Gilda?
We're looking for Jaffa Key. If you tell us where they're located, we'll leave you to your revelries. I apologize for the disturbance.
And what language do you say that in?
Common.
The Morlocks right in front of you just kind of look at each other, and they look over the one across the table, and then look at the Drider, who's like half absorbed in her book, and it just kind of like looks a bit irritated. And one of them just starts going, who speaks Undercommon?
Crocodiles.
And you could just hear them say, what the hell did she just say?
He'll savor the embarrassment and just translate it for them, what she had said.
Oh.
And thus pretend that I remembered what that was.
Looking for Jaffaki, and that you translate it from behind her, and they're looking at you, and they look back at each other, and they all burst out laughing. And they turn towards the Drider, who's like kind of trying to ignore the situation, and just like sighs. And then she turns and says in Undercommon,
"You don't come finding Jaffaki. He summons you from here. Now what do you want with the Warped Brew Tavern?"
We want to be summoned by Jaffaki.
Don't they all? Get in line. Pick a number, as you surface dwellers say.
Is it number 1? I would like number 1, please.
Come in and have a drink in peace, or piss off.
and then she pulls her book back up to her face, and then all the Morlocks kind of turn back to their cards, and one of them just goes back to his drink, and they all just sort of resume what they're doing.
Oh, interesting.
And Tulok doesn't know Undercommon, does he?
No.
Okay, so we'll turn to the others and kind of explain the conversation.
They don't seem hostile, but they don't seem willing to give us any information. We may have to fight it out of them.
I mean, we don't. I think they gave us all the information they have. we could try, you know, there are doors on a bunch of the walls here. We go back the way we came to the original room and try a different hallway.
Describing the room a little bit more for the listeners, there's a single door immediately to the left. There is a double door a little farther up to the left, or the west, I should say. A little farther to the north. There's a single door to the north. There's another single door to the northeast. Plus the stage there, if you peek your head in, you can see another door that's on the stage as well. That leads to the east.
Yeah, so Gilda's all for just leaving them alone. Like, they're clearly just waiting to be warped. That doesn't really seem like a proactive strategy when we only have 48 hours, give or take.
Yeah, they're all just trying to be Dreshkin.
Yeah, so we could go murder box on them, but I don't see a value in that in this exact moment.
Oh, no, I don't either. Krucka just did.
Okay. James's thoughts are, if we can bypass this and save ourselves some fucking resources and just find Java cakes or Jaffa key or whatever,
Java cakes.
we can just we'll have more resources for that combat. So
Tulok and Scott both agree.
Yeah, does anything about the music? I just want to remind you of the music, remind your characters of the music. Does any of that like change your approach at all, like your curiosity in this room to ask questions, or like I'm just throwing it out there?
Well, were the Morlocks playing the music?
It doesn't look like it at all. Yeah, it looks like they were just sitting there doing their thing. So probably one of them clapped at the end of the whatever the song was, but
okay. And then so someone that the door on the stage might contain a musician.
Exactly.
Who might be a slave or a friend.
Not that should necessarily coax you in any further, but maybe it does. That's up to you and your characters.
Yeah, I'm also not opposed to, going in, waiting an hour just to see what happens. Like, maybe Jaffa Key will summon us. I don't know, but they don't seem hostile, and we could just have a drink. Like,
or we could figure out what door they go into.
She did tell us to order a drink or piss off, so perhaps we should do the former.
Well, it doesn't look like we're gonna run into trouble unless we make it, so perhaps we should grab a drink and, who knows, maybe make a friend.
Guild is going to follow Krugga's lead in this situation because he speaks the local tongue.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you guys are entering the tavern now.
Yes.
All right.
Hat in hand.
All right. You're walking in. What do you do?
Sidle up to the bar.
Sidle up to the bar. I love it.
He will try to be cool about it and say in undercommon, "Lay 3 beer on me, daddy-o."
And there's a Morlock behind the bar serving drinks. Kind of cocks an eyebrow at you, and there's one Morlock sitting at the bar who just turns and says, "You speak funny."
Yeah, Gilda sits right next to him.
I learned mostly from books.
He's a little bit drunk, and he's just like, "You say it too proper." Like, it's like you're using undercommon like extremely literally, like proper, with like entirely too much grammar.
Right out of the textbook.
Yeah, right out of the textbook. Like you got a common to undercommon dictionary in front of you.
Donde está la biblioteca?
And the Morlock behind the bar is like, "What do you want?"
Ale.
We only got mushroom ale, unless you want something special.
And then he'll turn to the others. Mushroom ale? I don't know. Yeah, I'm 3 mushroom ales. I love those.
When in Cheliax, do as the Chelish.
That's what they say.
He starts to pour these mushroom ales, and he just looks at you and goes,
6 gold.
Which is robbery. Effectively.
Okay, yeah, he'll pay out of his own pocket with this 6 gold.
We just got to make sure we don't get into a cab with him. He's going to take us the wrong way for the first 10 minutes and circle around by the water to show us the sights.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, now he knows he can take advantage of us, though. Tulok, I don't know if you've noticed, while this is happening, has just been minding his own business and walked onto the stage and is walking towards the stage door.
Okay.
What part of that is minding his own business?
So,
nothing.
Krugga, take 6 gold out of your pocket. I'm going to put it on the Morlock's person. And he sets up 3 mushroom brews in front of you, and just chuckling as he does it. Like, he just robbed you blind as far as he's concerned.
I'd like to flip 1 more gold to him and ask if he has seen, if he can tell him about Jaffa Key, or if he's seen Jaffa Key.
Okay, but before you could do that, like, Tulok, you step up on the stage, and you get a couple looks from the Morlock sitting next to the stage, and then the Drider just puts the book down and just turns. He's like,
"What are you doing?"
Okay, so he just
sits down at the piano and hopes it's a player.
Yes, there is a piano on the stage, listeners. With some more than a few broken keys and no stool.
Tulok will step back, and so if he can't go towards the door, he's been stopped. He pulls out a cantrip of bones, dancing lights, and will attempt to do a slight bit of a magic show just to try to win some favor with these people.
Okay. So you start putting on a light show.
Yeah. And he goes, I noticed the music had stopped. I just wanted to provide you with some entertainment while we wait for Jafaki to summon us. In English. Common.
Okay.
Does dancing lights actually put off light?
I think it puts off some. You have.
Okay, so you're gonna shoot fireworks into these guys' eyes because they have light sensitivity.
Damn it!
Hold on, where's dancing lights? I don't even see it in your character page.
It's cantrip
of bones.
Cantrip bones. Oh yeah, okay. Well, I mean, so you've already. Let's get one thing clear. You've already walked in here with like light spells and stuff, which I didn't really describe it, but they did react a little bit to that. But like light sensitivity means it's like one round of like, oh, what the fuck, and then you adapt.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not like a full weakness. It's just a oh shit for one round. So we can hand wave that effectively.
Okay, so I produce 4 floating lights. Have to be within 10 feet of each other. Blah 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 blah. Sheds light like a torch, and when I sustain, I can move them up to 60 feet. So
okay.
So
okay,
look
so
out,
you
Pink
start
Floyd,
doing this. Roll. Can you want to roll me a performance check?
I don't, but I will. Because I am untrained, and therefore it's a real bad.
Okay. You should have started binding your book.
Yeah, they love that.
It's like, so what do you do for work? Okay, that's a 19.
So wait. Before you roll that performance.
Okay.
There was a time in my life where I did magic, like card tricks and coin tricks and stuff like that, sleight of hand. One of the things about tricks like that is the setup. It's not what I'm doing with my hands, it's the story that I'm telling you as I'm doing it. Mm-hmm. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I think there's a case to be made that Tulok could use either spirit lore or fortune-telling lore because he's spinning a yarn about why he's juggling these balls or why these lights are dancing in front of him.
Ooh.
And the real magic is those leaps and launchways.
I tell you what, Scott, if that's what you want to do, I want you to keep it in your back pocket. Don't forget what James has just said, but back pocket it and give me just a small amount of time. Okay? You pull those lights out and you start spinning them around. You rolled your 19 performance check to start, and it starts to turn the heads back around to you. And the Drider, who's like eyeing you, like wondering what the hell you're doing on the stage, just gives another sigh. And the Morlocks start to get a little excited. They're like, "Oh yeah, okay." And then like one of them starts like pounding on the table, and another one starts pounding on the table. And next thing you know, and only Krucka knows this, but they all start going, "Challenger, challenger, 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 challenger," and then the Drider turns to the Morlock behind the bar and cocks an eyebrow and just like gives a jerk of her head towards the back door. And the Morlock moves out from the bar, goes through the door to the east, is gone for maybe a minute, comes back out, and then behind you, Tulok, comes out a rat folk behind on the door from the door stage. Who's like looking around confused and steps up next to you and kind of looks up at the balls or the dancing lights you've thrown and turns and looks at the Drider and says, "What is going on?" And the Drider just says, "Battle of the Bands." And that's what we're going to call it.
Did Atticus Finch just show up?
And we are going to Battle of the Bands to start our next episode. Stemming the Tide is an actual play podcast of the Adventure Path Abomination Vaults and is produced by the Uncharted North Network. Stemming the Tide uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc., used under Paizo's community use policy. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. Stemming the Tide is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. Music is composed by Will Savino and artwork by Greyhood. Stemming the Tide is recorded remotely using Foundry Virtual Tabletop. If you wish to connect with us or support this project and projects to come, we can be found at unchartednorth.ca, patreon.com/unchartednorth, and on all major social media platforms. Links to all credits can be found in the episode description and our website. Thanks for tuning in.